Greetings, goddesses, gods, guides, fairies, and everything in between. It is me, your girl, S Goddess Joe. And if you're new here, welcome, welcome. I hope you find peace here. And if you are returning, welcome back. If you are completely new to what I do, I basically touch on every topic in spirituality you could possibly think of. That's kind of what my channel is about. Whether it's a spiritual business or whether it's talking about gods and goddesses, other realms, mysticism, religion. These are things that I kind of touch up on. Self-mastery, a lot of that kind of thing. So anyway, that's a little intro about me. If you've looked at this thumbnail and looked at the topic, we're going to get right into this Incarnate Report. This is my second Incarnate Report for celebrities. And what I do is I take celebrities who I feel like have a greater good mission. And I start to see why they're a celebrity or why they have their notoriety. And most likely they're an incarnate of something of the sort, whether it's God, goddess, or other. I start to investigate and do my research on them. Well, I did my research on no other than, is that the term? It doesn't even matter. Nipsey Hussle and Lauren London. I decided to do them as a couple because that also plays into the story of this god or this goddess that I believe that they are an incarnate of. That I believe that they're an incarnate of. This one was very challenging. I like to say the story of Nipsey Hussle and Lauren London. I did require a lot of research. I've been a Nipsey fan since about 2011, 2012, whenever my freshman year in college, I was introduced to his music, and I've been a fan since. Lauren London, she's a phenomenal actress, love her down. But really diving into her story, I didn't know too much about her. So this was fun, this was challenging, because it required a lot of research. And I wanted to do them next, I really did. I didn't want to choose anyone else. So it took a while. Getting into it, I initially thought Nipsey was an incarnate of the god of war, god of iron, Ogun. He is a Yoruba deity, and of course, naturally, one would think Nipsey Hussle, gang bangs. So that's where weapons, iron, war, the streets of LA, the battlefield, that's where that would come from. But stories evolve, but you evolve. You don't start off knowing you're a god. You don't start off with your greater mission. And 9 times out of 10, when you descend, you're a product of your environment first. So you got to get your legs to really start your story and really see why your mission, or really figure out your mission. And basically, Nipsey's mission was to create peace in his environment. And no, it doesn't happen overnight. You got to see, you got to figure out. But it was to create peace but it was to create peace for the Bloods and the Crips, or the two people in war, the two main characters on the battlefield. And I feel as though Ogun is not that god with that mission. You can be god of war all you want. You can have chaos and battle and peace against humanity eventually with a lot of gods. But with Nipsey in particular, I really believe that he is Thoth. Yes, I know that's a heavy one for a lot of my people who are really big fans of Thoth. But let me tell you why. One, Ogun, his wife, or I don't want to say, was a couple people. He had a couple people within his story, didn't kind of fit with Nipsey, and Yamonya, I think that's her name, the goddess that was really known as his wife. It really didn't give me the story of Lauren London and why his fate happened as such. You know, why he was killed the way he was killed. You know, his actual mission and what he spread. It really didn't give me Ogun. So it definitely gave me Thoth. Thoth being a god of wisdom, a god of the moon, a god of brain farts. Sorry, I also have my notes. But a god of writing. The most important, Nipsey is an artist. Thoth was an alchemist, an artist. I remember an interview where Lauren said he would take the sage around his home. So then you already know, you already know he was on that other spiritual level. It was only fate for him to ascend because his mission was up. Nipsey is an artist. Nipsey is a writer. Thoth is a writer. Thoth created hymns and prayers and spells. Words are spells. You feel me? So it was only right for me to see Thoth in Nipsey. And relating with Lauren London, Lauren, I feel like I wouldn't say she is so much of an incarnate. Her story has yet to blossom. But Thoth had two consorts, and it was Sachet and Matt. And those two, I feel like Thoth is so powerful. Nipsey is so powerful. See what I did there? That he has the ability to find a soul who can ride out the two goddesses that he needs. Lauren London is the perfect vessel, or at the time, I'll say, for Thoth, choosing a human body. Lauren London was the perfect vessel, that fiery Sagittarius woman, to bring out not one, but two goddesses that he needed. So maybe he saw she wasn't an incarnate, but she could get the job done of both women. And I don't need to 100% live out the story of Thoth. I could just find what I need in these two women. Now, Ma'at for Lauren. The side of Ma'at, and again, like I said, I have my notes. In my book. So, Ma'at was balance. And if you look at, well, not even look, if you think about the Leo Sagittarius energy, that charmer in Nipsey, that fierceness in Lauren, there is so much power there. Not only that, both of their numbers, and I have a note here, both of their numbers, when you add up their birthday, they equal out to number 9. And 9 is wisdom and responsibility. If you don't see God in them, goddesses in them, you definitely see power. And if you're just taking it for face value, if you're looking at them, then you know that they are truly a powerful, spiritually connected couple. Number 9 will go on, learns selflessness and compassion. People with the 9 energy work without motive, and their purpose is for the greatest good of all. And I just got that from numerology. It was just really Google. I Googled 9 in numerology, so you can figure that out. I added up every number in their birthday, and they both added up to number 9. Now, back to Matt. So Matt brings balance, literally. She is the goddess, who they call her Lady of Heaven. So she takes the scale and she decides whether you're going to eternal paradise or not. So if your heart weighs heavier than the feather, guess where you're not going? To paradise. But yeah, she helps bring to paradise. She is balance. She's ethical about truth and about order, about what is right. So it's only it's only right that the incarnation of Thoth, aka Nipsey Hussle, would bring that out in her, because you really do see balance. And Thoth is powerful, and he spread his knowledge down to whomever he encountered. So definitely to Lauren. I seen in an interview where she recommended books, like a book. And I know that was kind of like a thing for her. I know she read, and she was finding out, and maybe still on her divine journey of finding out, like, who is she? Who she is, excuse me. And I keep flipping back and forth because I think I made a boo-boo. I did. But anyways, while I flip for the other goddess is Sachet, that Nipsey also brings out in Lauren London. And I really hope I'm saying her name correct. Sachet. And she's known for being the goddess of agriculture, but also the lady of books. Yeah. Sachet, queen of construction and goddess of writing. So here we have Nipsey, the god of writing. Nipsey, or Thoth, the creator of writing. He literally is self-made. Nipsey literally is self-made. Thoth created himself through thought. Nipsey created his life, his legacy through thought, through writing, and spread his message through writing. Lauren London, Sachet, and Matt. How powerful. Only a powerful God can bring out one goddess in a woman. But two? Come on now. Let's keep reading. She also works closely in conjunction with Thoth, her brother, her lover, her husband. How many times have you really seen an interview and just saw more than just a lover? Her, the tribute to Nipsey, her friend, just how she was saying he was so much to her. He invented writing, but Sachet invented letters, which creates books. She records the names of the dead souls, which Thoth declares before Osiris. And this is coming words straight from a book, so no copyright type stuff. The Encyclopedia of Spirits, I already let y'all know that I use this book. Sachet favors people such as architects, archivists, librarians, authors, linguists. Let's see. Attribute writing needs, scribes, and palette, and relates to Thoth and Ta. But that's not a part of that story. That's not a part of this story. So just, there's so much more to come from Lauren London. Now her goddess gate is open. So on her own, I don't know what will come about while she's in her own journey, on her journey on her own. But I only expect good, beautiful, positive things. Who knows if author is in her future as a goddess of, or who even knows not only author but activism, as a goddess of balance, order, and what's ethic, as well as a goddess of writing and architecture. and letters. Who knows? There's a lot of prison reform going on. Who knows if she's going to be on the back end of that? We don't know. So there's a lot to come and a lot to expect from Lauren. And that's just that. that's really what I came to report. If you agree, excuse me. If you agree, comment down below. If you disagree, comment down below. Let's discuss it, because I see what I see. And I done did my research. Rest in peace, Nipsey. You will live on. The marathon will definitely continue. And I feel like even that message, such a powerful message, that was Thoth. The Thoth in him. That was him saying, I will return. So, I hope you found this entertaining. I hope you found this not only entertaining, but informational. Let's talk about it. Much peace, much blessings. That was my Celebrity Incarnate Report, and I hope you like it. Mwah.